What's up everybody and welcome to the Phase Reviews YouTube channel. My name is Jordan and if you are new here, thank you for joining us, and if you are a subscriber, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at a sound bar, an affordable sound bar, a very sleek and cool looking and also great sounding sound bar from our friends at TaoTronics. They were kind enough to send the sound bar over to me to take a look at, and I have unboxed it and used it for the past couple of months in my bedroom because we didn't have a soundbar in there for the longest time and we were in need of one. And so I'm gonna give you an overview of this guy today, tell you everything that comes in the box, show you how it works, and set it up and give you my impressions of the sound quality so you can know whether or not it's worth picking one of these up for yourselves. Now, before we dive in, if you're not a subscriber, hopefully I can earn your subscription by the end of this video, but we're not gonna waste any more time talking about that. We're gonna get started looking at this TaoTronics soundbar. So on this channel, we always start with the packaging. The packaging can say a lot about a company and about the products they make, depending on where they put their money. Is it in their packaging or their product or both? It'll give us a clue as to the quality. Now, TaoTronics, I have ordered things from them before, both with my own money and things have been sent to me for review from them. It's a brand that I've known for a long time and I've always been impressed with. And their packaging, at least on this soundbar, is pretty dang simple. Normally they've got like this all white aesthetic with some orange. This time they just went kind of for the natural cardboard look here. But it's very, very sturdy. While it's not flashy, it was shipped to me in this box and it felt very protected. It's got a little bit of some scraping right here where I ripped the label off because people have commented that my labels had my address on them in the past. So no labels on this. And while it's not flashy, again, it really protects the product well, and it came, completely scratch free, no issues, no dents or anything like that, which is always nice when you're getting your things from Amazon. But let's not waste any more time talking about that. We're gonna open this up and I'm gonna show you everything that comes inside of the box. Now, why would you want a sound bar? It's pretty obvious. A lot of people think just for movies, but if you were using a flat screen TV, any sort of, modern TV, the speakers inside of those are just too small and thin to produce any sort of good sound. Even if you're just watching TV, you want speakers that can produce the dialogue clearly so you don't have to always turn it up when it's a quiet scene, and give you a more full range of sound, some more lower tones. Now, a soundbar is not going to be as effective as a pair of good tower speakers with a subwoofer, but a soundbar is a good middle point for those people that aren't huge into audio but want some sort of upgraded sound over their TV speakers, which anyone should want that because the TV speakers are garbage. So this is how it comes packaged. I'm gonna hold it up here. It's wrapped in foam as well as plastic, so very well protected. This is a 32-inch soundbar, so it's a decent length, which will give you a little bit of a stereo separation between the right and the left. And one of the things you're gonna notice very first off the bat when I pick this out is that it's very thin. This is a very low profile soundbar, which worked perfect for me in my bedroom. Our TV just sits on a dresser and there's not a lot of clearance between the TV bottom of the TV and the top of the dresser, and so I wanted something that kind of fit in that gap, and this fits perfectly, which I really, really like. Pulling it out of the plastic, it's got a really hefty, solid plastic design, and the finish is kind of like a faux wood finish, so it's got some like grain and some texture to it. It's not like shiny. The grill is very nice, really small holes on the grill. You've got the TaoTronics logo right there. The ends do have some kind of shiny plastic right there, and so those are wrapped to protect them with this. I put everything back on as best I could. Obviously these are just kind of getting wrinkled, so it looks a lot better the first time you unbox it, but bear with me, I had to repackage it so you guys can see it. On the back you have some mounting points if you're gonna hang this on a wall. You also have your power cord right here, and then in the back you have an optical input. I believe that's also called Toslink, and then you have the aux in for an auxiliary cable. As far as the rest of the build quality, I mean, like I said, it feels heavy, it feels very secure and sturdy, and then on the end you have some controls right here. You've got 4 buttons. You've got a volume up and down, you have an input switching button, and then you have a power button. When this soundbar is powered on, there are some indicator LEDs under the grill that will show you what mode you're in and will also show you when you change the volume up or down. Always nice to have a visual indicator as to what settings you're using without having to cycle through everything 1 or 2 times to figure that out. So that's the soundbar itself. I'm gonna set that on the table here. There is also in the bottom of the box a little bag that's going to hold your manual, of course, as well as your user warranty information, I guess user manual and warranty information. They also include some mounting hardware to put this on the wall. If you have your TV mounted to the wall, you've got some drywall anchors and some screws there to keep it nice and secure. The TaoTronics manual, their reading material is very easy to understand. This is a pretty well-known, respected company, and so the people that write their manuals don't include a bunch of typos, don't include kind of some weird lost in translation text. Everything is very easy to understand if you've never used a soundbar before. I'm gonna set this box on the ground here, and I wanna talk about the connections. One of the things that I would like to see on a soundbar is a wide variety of connections. Not everyone's using a brand new TV. You know, this has the Toslink and the aux input, which should cover most people. If you have a TV, it's gonna have a Toslink, which are optical output, and that's kind of the standard, what people are using these days. It's a digital connection, it's very secure, the cables aren't expensive. So if you have Toslink, no sweat. You also have the aux input to plug in a phone, or if you want to connect a TV that just has like the red, yellow, what are those, the composite, red, video, right, left, red, yellow, white, that's what it is. To this, you can get a converter cable to go from those three into the 3.5 millimeter headphone type cable connection. So you have either of those routes. Now, this does not have like an HDMI in, it does not have a composite in, or like a red-white RCA jack input. So a little bit limited, but there's converters out there for everything, so this shouldn't be too big of an issue for you. If you're using a modern TV, a flat screen TV, you'll have those connections, no sweat. One thing I forgot to mention, inside this piece of foam in the box, we actually didn't unpack everything. You're gonna, of course, have a remote here to control all of the different functions. Let me pull that out so you can take a look at it. Again, wrapped everything back up in plastic for you so you could see it. It's just got your standard like D-pad, up, down, volume control, skip track, backward and forward. You can change between the modes. You have a game mode and a movie mode. The differences between them are minimal. Some boosted the bass more, some cut the treble more. You're gonna have to find which one works best for you. I am in the game mode, even though I'm not playing any games. I just think it sounds the best, especially over the flat. With a speaker this thin, it's got smaller drivers in here. The bass response isn't crazy good, the frequency extension, and so you want to boost that a little bit, and so the game mode I found works best for that. You've also got a mute button as well as a button to switch inputs. Now, one thing to note, as far as inputs, we talked about the optical and we talked about the auxiliary input. It also has Bluetooth, so if you want to use this for music playback in your home when you're not watching a movie, you can link your phone or smart device up to this and play your music off of it. I believe they say there's a 30-something foot range for the Bluetooth, which should cover any size living room, no problem. I didn't have any dropout issues when I turned this on and played some music while my wife was cleaning the house, so no sweat there. There's the remote. They also do include an RCA, so red and white audio, to headphone jack cable or an aux cord. So, like I said, if your TV does not have optical, you do have that option as well. They also include a optical cable in here, so you really have every connection that you need. Now, this is not the most high quality cable. It is extremely thin and small. You can buy really good Toslink cables on Amazon for 10 bucks or under. So, you know, if this fails you, although it shouldn't, you can get another cable really easy. So that's all stored in here. Let's see, I've just packed all this up and then did some other reviews and totally forgot all this was in here. But so you do have remote, cables, everything you need. Now, let's talk performance, okay? Pros of this unit we already discussed. It's very thin, it's got a very small profile, it's very durable and well built, but the cons to a speaker, a soundbar like this, is that because it is so thin, the drivers that they use, they can't be more than an inch across. And an inch across for a driver is not going to give you tons of bass. So if you're expecting huge explosions and gunshots and rumbling in your house, you're not going to get it with a soundbar like this by itself. You could always add a subwoofer if you got some sort of splitter cable and sent a signal to each of them. It would add a lot of complexity to the system. So again, this is more aimed at people that aren't looking for a huge home theater system. They just want clearer dialogue and maybe a more full sound, as well as something to play back some music in their house. And for that, it is perfect. It is far and away 5 times, 10 times greater than the TV's built-in speakers. So no worries there. Not audiophile quality, not home theater quality, but more than passable if you're just looking to upgrade the stuff that is already in your TV. Now, I have a Vizio soundbar that I've had for like 3 or 4 years. That one has included satellite speakers as well as a subwoofer. With that being said, it has a much fuller sound, obviously. This is in our bedroom and it's gonna stay there. I love the form factor, and the sound quality is enough for me in a situation where I'm just watching Netflix or something like that. So highly recommend the TaoTronics. It's a brand that I can stand behind because I know they're gonna back you up with your warranty. You can contact them on Facebook and they get back to you like super quick. It's well established. It's not a random Chinese company that nobody's heard of and you don't know if you're gonna get a response from customer service. They will be there to answer your questions. And so if you wanna grab one of these for your house, I highly recommend it. There is a link down below in the description. You can buy it through there and support the channel. TaoTronics is actually giving me a link to their website where you can get a discount, so get it cheaper than Amazon. Buy it from TaoTronics. I bought this one from them and it was at my house 3 or 4 days, right? So still crazy fast. Save some money over buying it at Amazon. If you prefer to go the Amazon route, I can include a link for that as well, but support TaoTronics because they're awesome. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you being here. If you're not a subscriber, I would love if you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you get the notifications. Drop a comment if there's other products you want to see on this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.
It's here.